Hi folks, this is Ben again. I am heading up the deer trail here, back into our woods, and I'm going to try out some more, I'm going to tap some more trees. Which is pretty exciting because I've learned a few things, read a few things, and found some more trees. And actually the two I tapped the other day are going pretty strong. We've had a couple warm days and cold nights, and they're really going. One of them's really going now. And the other one I tapped in the back over there just started going pretty good today. Enough that it's dripping continuously. But I'm going to head up over here. I scouted out, see, we can see in the woods we have quite a bit of snow yet. But I was scouting yesterday up over this way. And I get up the hill here. Found a couple trees. We got some, you can see the snow's pretty deep. Got some trees here. Boom. Alright. So, let's see what we got. Be back with you in a second. Hey. So this is what I've learned the last few days since I started doing the other one and doing my reading. This right here, this little thing that I called I forgot what I even called it, but they are known as spiles. It's S-P-I-L-E-S. And I will put a link just below. Let me move this up a little bit. I'll put a link below. It's an Amazon link, by the way, so it's an affiliate link, but not trying to trick you. It's there that if you're going to buy it anyway, it helps me out. So I have that. I'm going to use some of these, the bigger ones, and I also purchased these little plastic 5/16 ones. They're called Clear Smart Spouts by Roth Sugarbush, which is rothsugarbush.com. They're actually in Wisconsin. So some of these little plastic ones, there was actually 12 of them for $4. So I'll try those out as well. And then, what else I figured out is that same company, rothsugarbush.com, and I'll put a link in the right below, but they have these slip holders, and they have a hole in the back, and that hole, actually can take that hook off, but the hole actually will sit right on there, and these plastic bags, which are really cheap and reusable, I can use them again. Just, it's easy with this sap. You can just clean it out and make sure it's all clean and dry and good. But what you do, I'm going to set this right here. It's really easy. What you do is bring this bag through. Keep in mind I'm still going to be using some gallon jugs, just because they're really cheap, and actually they worked out pretty well on the first batch of sap that I was collecting. So what you do is you just fold it over this piece right here, knock the snow out, and then slide it through, and it has little hooks in the bottom, so it hooks down, and it's bomber. And these are $4 down at the local it's like a hardware store, L&M Supply, but that's it. And you literally just hang on there, and it's been good. I have 2 of them going down back down the hill that way, but I have 2 going, and they've it's kept the stuff, oops, sorry about that, it's kept things from getting in there. I haven't had, it's not too windy around here, so haven't had an issue with that. So let's get on this again. We'll just do this, drill a hole. That's about it. Like that. Yeah. I'm trying to keep it on the south facing tree, or south-facing tree. South-facing side, just so it has a good exposure to the sun this time of year. It's still pretty cold, but seems like the last week has really warmed things up on the trees especially. So there. That's it. And you hang this bag just like that. See what happens. I don't have any sap coming out of there yet, but let's see. Let's see what we got going here. And that is it. So if you have any questions, comments, whatever, put it down below. Otherwise, you can always email me at ben@mountainbikeradio.com. And I will keep checking in. Some things I learned, like I said, those are called spiles. I've learned that at this time of year, I have those couple trees down there that seem to be, as soon as that sun hits them in the morning, it's been 10 to 15 degrees at night, and as soon as that sun hits in the morning, once it gets to be about 10:30, they just start dripping. But that is it for now. I'm just going to keep checking back. I actually have, let's see, I'm going to do 7 more, so that way I'll have up to 10 trees going. So hopefully I find some good ones, and I look forward to just keep sharing this info that I learn along the way with you. And and one other thing, I grabbed some sticks, because I know one thing you're going to have a hard time with if you are not familiar with, hopefully you have some land that you have a few trees that you can do. If you just have a few maple trees or birch trees, which I'll get to in the future, you probably already know that, but if you have any amount of trees, maybe you have a little plot of woods or something like that, and you're not really a tree expert, and you don't know what to look for, and you didn't mark the trees from last fall, knowing which ones were maples of some sort, there's a slick way to identify it. And actually right now, for me, it's pretty easy, because it seems like they're starting to get, seems like all the maple trees kind of have buds that kind of are poking out at this point, so I can kind of pick it out. But a good way to identify, and I'm not a tree expert, and I don't know the differences between maples other than looking at leaves, but I do know a good way to figure it out is they have opposite branches. So the twigs, see how these two go opposite? These two as well. Not everyone's going to be opposite. Some break off, some go in V's or whatever, some are gone. But generally speaking, if you look up and you see branches that are opposite each other, these little twigs that are opposite, you're probably looking at some sort of maple. The other thing too, like I said with the buds, is like if I look up right now, I can see some of these trees, like the one I'm under, have these buds are popping out. They are dark red, brown. I don't know if you can see it right there, but they are dark red, brown ends. So when I look up, I can see them. They look like that, and you are looking at a maple. So that's an easy, quick way to identify. Other than that, other than reading a bunch and doing all that, the best way to do it is just mark them in the fall or the summer when you can tell the leaves, so you know a red maple from a Norway maple from a whatever else maple. There's a ton out there. They are. Cool? Cool. So thanks for joining me. This is another edition of Northwoods Stories. I am really looking forward to getting going on a website and getting the podcast rolling, because it's all going to be good. So thanks for joining me. See you later.